If you love space games and the space genre, but you feel like you've played them all the current space AAA games that you look at these days just look a bit dull and boring, then this video is for you. I've listened to your comments in my previous space games video and I thought, hey, let me give my subscribers some hidden gems, some space game titles ranging from indie space sims to roguelikes to RTS games to everything in between that you may have missed over the last few years. So if you're a hardcore space game veteran or you have never experienced one before, keep watching as these hidden gems are definitely worth a look. So let's get started with today's new video. So first up we have Duskers. Duskers is a real-time strategy and roguelike game set in this dark post-apocalyptic universe where you control drones to explore derelict spaceships. Everything's procedurally generated, so it's quite replayable, and it's one of those roguelites where if anything goes wrong you have to start all over. It's full of atmosphere and each ship you visit is a puzzling sort of challenge. Think of FTL and Into the Breach kind of vibe. Though through a command line interface, you'll be issuing commands to scavenge resources, avoid hazards, and uncover the secrets of a lost civilization. The game's standout features is the atmospheric tension, enhanced by minimalist visuals and sound design that keep you on edge. The reliance on typing commands adds to the immersion, making you feel like you're a space operator isolated in the vastness of space. Fans of strategy, survival, and resource management games will find Duskers quite engaging. So if you enjoy challenging gameplay, exploring eerie environments, and the feeling of isolation in space, maybe give Duskers a try today. Next up we have Deep Space Battle Simulator. Deep Space Battle Simulator is a multiplayer space combat game where teams of players take control of large spaceships, each fulfilling roles such as piloting, manning weapons, or repairing critical systems. The devs took heavy inspiration from the Star Wars franchise, and it clearly shows in a good way. The objective here is to maneuver and outgun the opposing team while working cooperatively to manage your vessel. The thrill comes from these large-scale, chaotic space battles where strategy and teamwork are crucial. What I enjoy here is that it includes the ability to board enemy ships, customizing your ship's loadout, and engaging in both dogfights and large fleet battles. So players who enjoy team-based coordination and action-packed space combat will find this game quite fun. And if you're into fast-paced strategic multiplayer battles with a focus on teamwork, then I'd say give Deep Space Battle Simulator a try today. Next up we have Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 is a real-time strategy game set in the Warhammer 40k universe, where you command massive fleets of warships in epic space battles. So yeah, if you can't afford Space Marine 2 that's currently out, and you're looking for more 40k content, then keep watching. The game features tactical fleet combat, multiple factions with unique ships and abilities, and a cinematic approach to warfare. I really enjoyed those massive space battles. It's got tons of tactical depth, and those explosions always look cool. If you're a fan of the Warhammer universe and space RTS games in general, then you're going to enjoy it. The original is just as good, but it differs slightly in some aspects. But if you love large-scale fleet battles with a kind of grim-dark sci-fi setting, then even though it's a bit old, I'd say give Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 a try today. Next up we have Tin Can. Tin Can is a survival simulation game where you're trapped inside a malfunctioning escape pod drifting in space. Your objective is to manage the pod's various systems, oxygen, power, and life support, all while repairing malfunctions in real time. What makes Tin Can stand out for me is that attention to detail in its systems management. Every component in the pod can fail, forcing you to prioritize repairs and resources on the fly. The game's challenging difficulty and immersive first-person view make it quite a tense and rewarding experience for fans of survival and engineering-focused games. This game is a gem, and the gameplay is fun, and the sound design is quite immersive too. So if you enjoy immersive, high-stakes simulations where every decision matters, then I'd say give Tin Can a look today, or maybe just check out their demo on Steam. Next up we have PULSAR Lost Colony. PULSAR Lost Colony is a co-op multiplayer space exploration game where you and your friends can take on the roles of crew members aboard a spaceship. Each player controls a different aspect of the ship, like piloting, engineering, or weapons control, as you explore the galaxy, fend off enemies, and complete various missions. Standout features include the procedural galaxies, random events, and the ability to board enemy ships. The dynamic player-driven gameplay ensures that no two playthroughs are the same. PULSAR is perfect for players who enjoy that co-op game experience and space adventures in general that rely heavily on teamwork. You can play solo with bots, but I would not recommend it really, as yeah, teamwork is always more fun with real people. So if you enjoy multiplayer games with space exploration, strategy, and definitely cooperative gameplay, then give PULSAR Lost Colony a look today. Next up we have Void Crew. Now Void Crew is another cooperative space adventure game, but this one putting you and your friends in control of a spaceship, exploring uncharted territories and engaging in space combat. Think games like Deep Rock Galactic or Sea of Thieves, but in space. Each player takes on a different role, from piloting to manning the guns, as you face off against enemy factions and cosmic threats. One thing I loved about the game is its emphasis on teamwork and coordination, as the success relies heavily on how well your crew works together to overcome those challenges. If you enjoy co-op games and space simulations, then you'll appreciate the detailed ship management and the chaotic, fast-paced combat here. Again, you can play this game solo, but it is not recommended. But you can get access to public lobbies and people seem to enjoy that. So if you enjoy working with friends to conquer space challenges and strategic ship management, then check out Void Crew as it looks really cool. Next we've got Starcom Unknown Space, which someone in my comment section let me know about, so thank you, I appreciate it. Starcom Unknown Space is an open world action RPG where you command a customizable starship, explore alien worlds, and engage in tactical space combat. The game offers a vast universe filled with secrets, technologies, and factions that shape your journey. Its standout features include deep ship customization, intricate combat mechanics, and a compelling story-driven exploration of space. If you get bored of the usual build-your-own type of gameplay mechanics, maybe check this out, as building your ship seems pretty cool and very easy to understand here. So if you enjoy discovering uncharted systems, battling in space, and managing your starship's progression, maybe give Starcom Unknown Space a try today. Next up is Stardeus. Stardeus is a colony simulation game set aboard a damaged spaceship, where you take control of an AI to guide a crew of robots and humans in rebuilding the ship and surviving in space. So the game is published by Paradox, so maybe it's not the most hidden gem here, but I still wanted people to know about it. People have compared it to RimWorld in space, so if that's your jam, maybe keep an eye on this game. People also seem to enjoy its intricate simulation mechanics, which allow you to manage every aspect of the ship's operations, from life support to research. You also need to make strategic decisions to keep your crew alive and optimize the ship's systems. The game is ideal for fans of colony sims, base building, and management games, so like RimWorld. So if you enjoy complex simulation games with deep strategic layers and emergent storytelling, then I'd recommend checking out Stardeus today. Next up is Spaceflight Simulator. Spaceflight Simulator is a realistic space exploration and construction game that lets you build rockets, launch them into space, and explore planets within a solar system. So I guess like Kerbal Space Program, but in 2D, but don't let that put you off. The game's physics-based mechanics are where the game truly shines, offering a challenge as you manage fuel, thrust, and trajectories to accomplish successful space missions. Perfect for beginners and veterans, Spaceflight Simulator provides a rewarding experience for players who enjoy experimenting with realistic spaceflight mechanics and just want a sandbox environment to create their own spacecraft. Fans of rocket building games and space exploration sims will love the trial and error aspect and the joy of achieving perfect space launches. So if you enjoy realistic physics, building rockets, and exploring space, then check out Spaceflight Simulator today. Next up, we have Exogate Initiative. Exogate Initiative is a base building and management game where you run a secret organization that explores alien worlds through interdimensional portals known as exogates. As the director, you'll be managing resources, recruiting scientists and explorers, and guiding your team on dangerous missions. It's basically the Stargate game you've always wanted. What sets the game apart though is its combination of exploration and base management, as you'll be balancing building your underground facility with the discoveries made on distant planets. The game also emphasizes narrative choices and strategy, offering a unique blend of sci-fi storytelling and resource management. Fans of XCOM who want more base building mechanics will appreciate the focus on exploration, team management, and the high-stakes missions. So if you enjoy sci-fi, managing bases, and leading interdimensional expeditions, give Exogate Initiative a look today, plus they've also dropped a really cool new update. Next up we have Children of a Dead Earth, which is fitting as it's now a dead game. Children of a Dead Earth is a hardcore physics-based space combat simulator that focuses on realistic orbital mechanics and ship design. You're tasked with designing spaceships down to the smallest detail, weapon systems, reactors, and even heat dissipation, and using them in complex tactical battles in space. What makes the game stand out though is that it's got this extreme realism here. It integrates actual scientific principles into its combat and design mechanics, making every choice matter here. Players who love realistic space sims and enjoy getting into the nitty-gritty of the science behind spaceship engineering will find Children of a Dead Earth highly rewarding. So yes, it's basically abandonware now, but people still seem to really enjoy it. So if you're into hardcore physics, realistic space battles, and complex designs, then I'd highly recommend giving Children of a Dead Earth a look today. Next up, another game that was recommended to me, it's Stellar Warfare. Stellar Warfare is a real-time strategy game set in space where you build fleets of ships and engage in these massive 3D battles. So not like on a 2D plane, but your ships can go up and down too. It's pretty crazy. The game offers a blend of base building, resource management, and of course that fast-paced real-time strategy combat with the ability to customize your fleet to suit your needs. Standout features here include large-scale battles, varied ship designs. I'm like talking about over 200 ships, weapons, and modules in total, and the option to play in both single and multiplayer. Plus, the cinematic views are simply amazing to look at. The player base isn't too big, so I'd recommend joining their Discord server or playing with friends if you want a multiplayer experience. But if you weren't a fan of the latest Homeworld game, but you really enjoy intense RTS games, then I'd recommend giving Stellar Warfare a look today. Next up we have Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. Rebel Galaxy Outlaw is this open world space adventure that combines fast-paced dogfights, trading, and a gripping narrative. So I guess think Ice Road Truckers but in space. You play as Juno Markev, a former outlaw seeking revenge in a rough and tumble galaxy filled with pirates, shady deals, and opportunities for profit. What players love is its arcade-style space combat, where you can pilot a variety of ships in these thrilling dogfights using everything from laser cannons to missile launchers. Beyond combat, you can engage in trading, bounty hunting, and exploration, with plenty of side activities like playing pool at space stations. The game also boasts a vibrant soundtrack and a visually rich universe filled with personality. The original Rebel Galaxy is also good, and some people may prefer it, but fans of space combat sims like Freelancer or Elite Dangerous will really enjoy Rebel Galaxy Outlaw's mix of action and open-ended gameplay. So if you enjoy intense space battles and immersive storytelling, then check out Rebel Galaxy Outlaw today. Up next we have Tacoma, not the Toyota, the game. Tacoma is a narrative-driven exploration game set aboard a space station in the near future. You play as an investigator sent to uncover the mystery of what happened to the station's crew by piecing together augmented reality recordings. Something everyone loves here is the focus on storytelling and character development, with a strong emphasis on exploration and environmental storytelling. There's no combat or anything here, so it's a bit like one of those walking simulators, but it's a lot more than that. The atmosphere is suspenseful, and it's also got some humor tones in it too, so Tacoma is perfect for players who enjoy story-rich games and narrative mysteries in a sci-fi setting. If you enjoyed games like Gone Home or Firewatch, then you'll feel right at home with this intimate, emotional storytelling game. So if you enjoy narrative exploration games that explore personal stories and sci-fi mysteries, then definitely check out Tacoma today. Next up is Stationeers. This was also recommended in the comments section. Stationeers is a highly detailed space station simulation game where you're responsible for managing every aspect of running a space station, from building structures to maintaining life support systems and managing resources. The game's complexity is its main standout feature here, with a deep focus on realistic features, engineering, and automation. Players can tackle everything from atmospheric management to advanced electrical systems, making it quite a challenging yet rewarding experience. Fans of Space Engineers or Astroneer will enjoy its technical depth and creative possibilities, but I'd say the difficulty in this game is a lot more brutal. And I'd even recommend watching some tutorials in the beginning just to help you out a bit. So if you love highly technical sim games with a strong focus on engineering and problem solving, then I'd say give Stationeers a try today. It is a ton of fun. Next up, we have Stellar Tactics. Stellar Tactics is a turn-based tactical RPG set in a vast open world space setting where you'll be commanding a crew of mercenaries exploring a galaxy filled with combat, trade, and intrigue. It gives many people a feeling of XCOM in space, which I mean, damn, what else do you need to hear? The game offers deep character customization, a dynamic universe, and tactical combat that challenges your strategic thinking. It's also received a few updates that help fix some of the issues it had originally, and I'd say the main features that really stand out here are its blend of RPG elements with its tactical turn-based combat, allowing for both strategic battles and personal development of your crew. So yeah, fans of XCOM will find a lot to love in Stellar Tactics. And if you just enjoy tactical RPGs, space exploration, and a rich character customization option, then definitely check out Stellar Tactics today. Next up is Reentry, a spaceflight simulator, not to be confused with the other game, Spaceflight Simulator. So yes, Reentry is a realistic spaceflight simulator that lets you experience the thrill of piloting historical spacecraft from NASA's Apollo, Gemini, and Mercury missions. The game puts a heavy emphasis on accuracy, requiring you to manage complex systems like navigation, communications, and life support while you explore space and complete missions. The best part about this game is its focus on realism, making it perfect for space enthusiasts and players who are interested in the history of space exploration. If you enjoy simulations that prioritize realism and historical accuracy, Reentry is a must-try. If you love games like Microsoft Flight Simulator and Kerbal Space Program, then you should already own this game. So if you're fascinated by space history and want to experience the challenges of piloting spacecraft, then give Reentry, a spaceflight simulator, a look today. Next up, we have Liberation. Liberation is a tactical space combat and exploration game set in a galaxy ruled by a tyrannical empire. You might be like, hey, those graphics not too good. But that's the point, as it's meant to resemble an old school space sim adventure. You command a fleet of ships, engage in tactical battles, and form alliances with rebel factions as you fight for freedom. The game features a rich story, tactical combat, and a mix of exploration and diplomacy. The best parts about this game include its deep tactical mechanics, ship customization, and a branching narrative that adapts to your choices. And if you're a fan of games like Elite Dangerous and Frontier, then you might get some enjoyment out of the game's blend of combat and storytelling. So if you want to relive the old school space sim days of yesteryear, then maybe check out Liberation today. Next up, we have Starship EVO. Starship EVO is a space sandbox game where you can build and pilot your very own starships, explore planets, and even engage in combat. The game offers incredible creative freedom though, allowing you to design everything from small fighters to massive capital ships with fully functional interiors. The best part about this game though is its detailed shipbuilding mechanics, which give you the ability to craft unique ships with complex systems. As in, you can make designs that are literally impossible in similar games, as you can change the block sizes to create some huge builds that don't have a huge impact on performance. The gameplay is not bad, but I'd say check out the Steam Workshop for some cool stuff there. So fans of Space Engineers and Empyrean will love the level of creativity and freedom that Starship EVO provides. But yeah, if you enjoy open-ended building games and space exploration, then definitely give Starship EVO a try today. And then last but not least, we have Starsector, a game that is 15 years in the making. Starsector is a single-player open-world space exploration game with deep tactical combat, exploration, and trading. It's not on Steam, but don't let that put you off. People are addicted to this game. Honestly, it's crazy. You control a fleet of ships as you navigate a procedurally generated universe filled with factions, pirates, and opportunities to expand your influence. The game's tactical combat allows you to command your fleet in real time, giving you full control over positioning, weapon usage, and ship abilities. The best parts about this game include its detailed ship customization, immersive lore, and a dynamic economy that changes based on your actions. It's perfect for fans of complex space sims and strategy games, offering plenty of freedom to explore, fight, and trade in a universe that feels alive here. And don't forget the mods, like the Nexalin mod that adds the 4x game features to it. So if you enjoy games that reward strategic planning, deep customization, and immersive world building, then definitely check out Starsector today, especially Seth's video. I'll drop it in the video description. So thanks very much for watching this video, and hopefully you've made it this far. If you have, please consider giving this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to find more great games like the ones I've mentioned here. If I've left out any, let me know and let others know in the comment section below. As you know, I enjoy taking your feedback and then applying them to future videos, as I always just want people to find great games. But that wraps up this video. Thank you very much for watching. This is Marco here from Easily Distracted Games, and as always, don't stop gaming.